Yo, what's up guys? It's Wrath. Today we're going over the 9 tools and tweaks that the top pros use every single day that you probably aren't. And if you want to be just like the top pros, earning hundreds of thousands every year, then I'd watch this video till the end to find out what you need to use. Anyways, no long intros, let's get straight into the list. Number 1 is going to be Kovacs or any type of aim trainer. If you aren't training your aim in 2025, then do you really want to improve at any video game that you're playing? Training your aim is just like training a muscle, and you should be doing it at least every 2 days, just like you would train a muscle, since your aim is literally just your brain sending signals to your wrist on how to make a precise movement. This is a muscle that you desperately need to train because genetically you weren't made to move your wrist that precisely. It's not like jumping or sprinting where your body was basically made to do those things. Precise wrist movements take years of development, and that's why you will never see anyone with less than like 5,000 hours with actually great aim, because it's all just reps and grind. That's the only way you'll ever be able to improve your aim. And not only will this improve your aim, it'll improve anything that involves cursor movement, like editing, building, or even the smallest little thing like dropping mats with your cursor. If you guys want the routine that I use, which I got from tons of tier 1 pros copying all the scenarios that they did, just join my Discord and I'll have a channel that says my Kovacs routine, and I'll put it in there very soon. So by the time you're watching this, it'll probably be there, and yeah, that's all you have to do. Moving on to the next tool. The second tool on this list is going to be Nvidia Color setting, which you can do if you are on AMD. You're just gonna have to find a tutorial. But for Nvidia users, it's very easy. All you have to do is go to your desktop, right click, and then go all the way to the bottom, click show more options, and then go to the NVIDIA control panel. And then you're going to go to display and then adjust desktop color settings. And you basically want to have digital vibrance a decent amount higher than the base, because this will help you see players a lot more. It'll make them brighter, and the storm will be a lot more transparent. Additionally, all the tier 1 pros adjust their Nvidia graphics settings. As you can see up here, Clix is adjusting his Nvidia graphics settings to optimize them to get the least possible delay and the highest frames on his PC while playing. So if you guys want the best settings, I'm about to show you guys right now. Just copy my settings on screen. Alright guys, so these are the best settings just here. I'm gonna just go slowly and you guys can pause it if you want. Number 3 is going to be exit lag. If you guys know anything about my channel, then you know how much I love this software. I've been using it for almost 2 years, and I can assure you this is the best software for lowering ping, input delay, and giving you higher frames, all at a cheap price. Pros like Peterbot, Iamzo, Poyo, and Acorn have all been using this because they all have been far away from the servers at some point in their lives. Acorn and Iamzo being in Canada like me, they all used exit lag, and you can see in all of their old clips how much it helps them in games and in tournaments. So if you want to download exit lag, I'm leaving a link for all of the tools in the description. But yeah, boys, that's it for exit lag. Let's move on to the next tool. Alright, boys, coming in at number 4 is going to be your sound settings. And you may think this isn't that important, but sound is literally the most important thing for awareness. If visualized sound effects wasn't in the game, I know a lot of players wouldn't be as good as they are. Sound is very hard to react to, especially in an endgame where you constantly hear your gunshots and you don't know who's shooting at you. And I've died to this countless amount of times. That's why I'm putting you guys onto the best sound settings that Cooper, Mero, and Booga have been leaked using. All you have to do is go to your Fortnite settings, make sure your main and sound effects are on the same level, because these basically just do the exact same thing. And then here is where the people start cooking, boys. All you want to do is have your sound quality low, because this doesn't change. All it does is make your sounds deeper, and it doesn't really actually help with awareness. So you want to have it on low. And then 3D headphones you want to have on, even if you have like my headphones, the HyperX, that already come with implemented 3D. You want to have both of these on, because the Fortnite 3D headphones are way better for Fortnite itself. So yeah, that's all it is. Let's move on to the next one. The next tool is going to be drop maps. Planning out your off spawn is super important. So if you don't have a drop map, like you actually just don't want to place better. So first I'm going to show you guys how to get it for free. And it's just by joining this NEGC Discord server. They give out free drop maps for almost every single POI, even splits. So yeah, if you want a quick drop map, it's not going to be the greatest, but if you want it quick and for free, then just join that Discord. But if you guys want to create it yourself, which can be a little bit more accurate, especially if you're landing at a specific part in the POI, all you have to do is go to Copilot and use Fortnite GG as well on 2 different tabs, and then just start placing markers around after selecting the bus routes on Copilot. I go more in depth in my video on how to never die off spawn. So if you guys want an exact tutorial on how to make a draw map, go check that video out. But anyways, let's get into the next one. All right, coming in at number 6 is going to be an ergonomic chair. Pros sit for hours, and odds are you do too if you're grinding the game. So you can't be sitting in a $50 desk chair. You need a proper ergonomic chair that isn't just about comfort, but it's about the focus and the posture that you have while you're playing. This will lead to so much more longevity when you play, and you will never feel drained or tired because you're going to be really comfortable. You can see pros like Peterbot, Asian Jeff, and Clicks, which was only about $100 Canadian, which makes it around like $60 USD. And if you guys want to buy that exact chair that all these pros have, I'll leave it in the description and you guys can buy that one. If you guys want to buy anything on this list, I'm going to leave the link. So just go to the description and it'll be there. But yeah, that's all for ergonomic chairs. That is the best chair on the line, so you don't really need anything other than that. Let's move on to the next tool. Number 7 is going to be wrist rest. If you are on a 60% keyboard with no wrist rest, you may think you do not need this, but trust me, as soon as I bought my Apex Pro TKL and got a wrist rest with it, I have never looked back. This is the most amazing part about my keyboard. I'm never going to go back to non-wrist rest because it just feels too comfortable. I've tried with a phone as well. It just doesn't feel the same. And I've even tried playing without it on and it doesn't feel good at all. It just makes you feel so much more stable with your key presses and makes it easier to not fat finger a key on accident. Every single tier 1 uses one, so there has to be a reason why they like it. And I know with my experience, it's all about comfortability and stability. Number 8 is going to be mouse grips. If you feel like your mouse is slipping during a fight, which is very, very possible in a Fortnite fight since you're constantly moving your mouse around to build, then you need these because that can affect your aim. And you guys know me, I take every single precaution when it comes to risking things like aim or mechanics. So I bought some of these and I can tell you they feel amazing. If you do have sweaty hands, it can get a little bit sweaty, but all you really need is like a rag. Just dry the sweat off your hands and you'll be chilling. Again, if you guys want the link to the exact ones that the pros use and I use myself, it's going to be in the description, of course. And finally, the last tool is probably the most important tool for your health. And this one is going to be blue light glasses. And if you guys know what these are, you obviously know that Clicks is in love with these, and he actually has a partnership with a company that makes some of these. So you know that most tier 1s actually like these. Pros like Epic Whale, Batman Booga, and Asian Jeff have all been caught using these glasses. And it's not really about how much it can make you better at the game. It's about what it does to your health and how it promotes longevity, which means you'll be able to play with more alertness even after 7 or 8 hours of playing because your eyes won't be strained and you won't be as tired. Because what the glasses do is they block the bad light that comes from your screen that can harm your vision over time. Even daily, it can harm your vision and your brain might be overloaded because there's so much lights and movement on your screen. I actually use these all the time. I found these super comfortable ones, super cheap. They're not the ones that Clicks use. But yeah, I feel like these are the most important because they actually promote your health. And I know not all of you care about when you're 50 since you're really young. But trust me, thinking about your future is very, very important, especially health-wise. So I'd get a pair of these if I were you, if you want to keep playing for a long time without risking anything with your eyes. But yeah, that's going to wrap up the list for today. Let me know what your favorite tool was in the comments. And of course, as always, hit me with any video ideas you guys want to see. I always take those into account. I won't always make a video of them, but trust me, I do my brainstorming and I do make decisions on what you guys comment. So it does help me a lot. And obviously, if you guys love the video, make sure to like and subscribe and use code WrathFN in the item shop. That helps me a ton and it keeps me going strong with the videos. I know I haven't posted in a while, but I try my hardest. You know, I'm getting old, I'm getting busy. And as you guys may know, my map is dropping as you guys saw in the start of the video. My map will be dropping anytime around this video drops. Maybe a little bit after the video drops if I end this early. But yeah, when that video drops, I'm going to go live and you guys just have to favorite it. And I'll appreciate you guys so much for that. Anyways, that's it for today. And I'll see y'all boys in the next one. See ya.